is he?
Alright, so today's video, we don't have any captains. Unfortunately, I got reset with the new season. I wasn't paying attention, and so that knocked me back down into the 400. So it gives me an opportunity to play with some cards I normally wouldn't play with the exception of Jock Peterson and Murakami. But that's what we're going to do today. Looking at the lineup, we got Franco leading off, Murakami's batting second, Trout's batting third, Chipper Jones is our cleanup, Slam Tana is fifth, Bryce Harper, which I'm interested in playing with, is sixth, Sammy Sosa, Jock Peterson, and Polanco. So let's jump right into this one. Oh, well, there you go. We're going up against an off-meta team as well, so this should be fun. Unfortunately, I do have Randy Johnson. It's his first game out for us, so I did want to, I did want to check him out. I was going to use him in the later rankings, but again, I got reset. So, unfortunately for this gentleman, he's got to face a Randy Johnson. Now, we are playing at the stadium I picked. I wanted to do something a little different, so Shield Woods is where we're at. This poor gentleman is 11-27, but as you see there, we got Jeff Foxworthy throwing out the first pitch. And then the first pitch that we throw with Randy Johnson gets crushed by Albies for a double. So he's on fire already. Now I'm wondering if I was doing the right thing by putting Johnson on the mound. Trevor Story's up. We're trying to get him struck out, which we get. So that gives us one out. Albies is still on second. Troy Gloss up, and in the 0-1 count, we're going to throw a slider in the dirt. And Albies takes off like he can smell Porkchop sandwiches at the house next door.
Porkchop sandwiches! Oh shit! Get the out of here!
Yeah, he didn't get any Porkchop sandwiches. He got sent to the bench because he's out. Yeah, back to Gloss. We get him with a fastball. He pops that up to Murakami. That's going to end the top of the first. Good for us. We luckily got out of that. That was kind of, I thought I was in trouble when he smacked the first pitch of a game like that with Albies. But Albies is a good card. We can't take anything from that. But let's go ahead and move to the bottom of the first. We're our first attempt with the Wander Franco in a live series game. And he's going to strike out watching the beautiful. That was a beautiful curveball. Got to give that guy credit. I would have probably not been able to land that curveball there. That's for damn sure. Murakami's taking a high swing at a slider. Unfortunately, he doesn't get that PCI up high enough, so that's out number 2. Coming up for our third batter, we got the beautiful Mike Trout. Mike Trout with hitting 286. That's horrible hitting stats, but he's going to get a little single, knock it right between that third baseman and short. Well, we got 1 on, 2 outs. Chipper Jones is up. Chipper Jones has been a good card for me when I had the chance to use him. You see here, he lines that slider into the gap. Trout with 98 speed, because I don't have him parallel 5 like everybody else. Is still going to score. Chipper's going to mosey on down to third. I didn't even see him running the bases till he was sliding. That little 77 sneaky speed. Got to watch out for that. Slam Tana's up. He wants a piece of this action. On the first pitch he sees, he's going to knock in Chipper with a single. His 37 speed is fast enough to not get thrown out from the outfield. Thank God for him. And there we are. We're up 2-0. We score in the bottom of the first. It's kind of a tradition to get something on the board early. Bryce Harper, first time up. Unfortunately, good pitch, good location. I was under that. That's going to end the inning, but yet we got that 2-0 lead. Sean Green. I haven't seen anyone use Sean Green. Unfortunately, he's going to just strike out here to Randy Johnson. That's Randy Johnson's kind of mowing people down now. Freddie Freeman. Right to Polanco. That silver shield works perfectly if you just hit it right to him. Got Bryce Harper up in an 0-2 count. And we get him swinging. It looks like we're able to settle down a little bit with this Randy Johnson. We're trying to make sure that we don't get him blasted. He gave up the one hit to Albies, but it looks like he's doing fine now. So we got Sosa up and Jack Leiter. I'm going to have to check Jack Leiter out. He's got a vicious curve. You already seen that, and I didn't realize he's throwing 100 freaking miles per hour right down the middle and striking people out. But on the other hand, we got Jock Peterson, who don't play that. You can't throw those kind of pitches to Jock. That's gone. That's going to make it 3-0. Jock with his 6th homer of the season. I haven't used a lot of these cards. If you go back and look at my videos, you'll see I used the Diamondback Live Series. Of course, I've been using Orioles. But back to the game. Polanco's first at bat. He's going to hit it to Jack Leiter. Leiter does an incredible acrobatic catch, throws him out at first. Wander Franco up. He's going to hit one in the gap. No, whoever that outfielder is has good range, good speed, took a very good angle. That is 3 down, but we are up 3-0. Back to Johnson. And Johnson wants to hurry up and get out of here. He wants some pork chop sandwiches. He can smell them from the farmer's house across the way there. So he's getting people out with the minimum amount of pitches, apparently. That's his 4th K. He's only thrown 20 pitches, and we're in the top of the 3rd with 2 outs. Beckencourt, who's somebody I did not expect to see ever in a ranked game, is here, and he's actually going to pull off a double. So now you got me thinking about maybe I should check out Beckencourt. Ozzy's back up. Still mad he didn't get his pork chop sandwiches. And you see there, he's just going to strike out. So we are going to the bottom of the 3rd. It is 3-0. This gentleman has 2 hits against Johnson early in the game. First up for us, we got Murakami, and that's gone. As soon as he hit that, you can see the launch angle was gone. 4-0. Guy threw 2 pitches in the beginning of the bottom of the 3rd, and he's now down 4. But it's going to get a lot worse, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Trout back up. He did get that seeing eye single, that curveball again. Anybody else would have probably took that for a homer too, but I strike out because that's who I am. Chipper Jones, he's going to take a walk. That's a 1-out walk, and then on an 0-1 pitch to Slam Tana, he's going to take that yard as well. Slam Tana's got some sneaky power. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. And for those of you that don't know, that's Carlos Santana. They gave him a name called Slam Tana for some reason. In any case, so we are up now 6-0, bottom of the 3rd. This is not looking good. Bryce Harper, he's going to get into the mix with a beautiful shot, perfectly lined up. It wasn't a perfect hit for some reason, but it doesn't matter. He's going to scoot over to second with 75 speed. We got still 1 down and then a 1-0 count to Sosa. He's going to mash right to that 3rd baseman. That was an IQ play by that 3rd baseman to run my guy back to second before he threw it. Most people would. I wasn't going to run anyway, but most people wouldn't do that. But there's a problem. That's a fastball right down the middle, and the problem solver is, of course, Jock Peterson. That problem is solved. It is now 8-0. Jock with his 2nd home run of the game. We're only in the 3rd. Clearly, this is looking like a bad mismatch. And again, I don't go out and look for these guys. I don't press the button to try to play against people lower than me. I was at 680 when the ranked season reset. I didn't realize it was resetting because I kept looking at the set days, not the ranked season time frame. So I'm looking at saying 28 days or something like that, and I'm like, I got time to move up, and then next thing I know we reset. So unfortunately for this guy, he's kind of getting hit with a buzzsaw. That's happened a couple of times so far. Meanwhile, his Troy Gloss is going to hit a double on us. Randy Johnson feeling a little more liberated to throw pitches anywhere he wants because he's up 8-0. Sean Green, get him striking out once again. Keep the counter going. That's 7 strikeouts in 4 innings. It's 2 down in an 0-2 count. And we get Freeman striking out. So now that is the 8th strikeout, and we are only in the middle of the 4th. We are back up to bat. Wander Franco, we need him to do something. We're trying to get a good read for him, and unfortunately, he's not. He's going to go 0 for 3. I'm not sure about that card. He looks good on paper, but I'm not having any kind of success with him. Murakami's going to strike out on a simple little slider that anybody else would have took out the yard. Mike Trout's back up, and he's going to pop it up. You see the PCI did not get it high enough. I don't know what I was doing since I start my PCI high anyway. That's going to end the 4th inning. Back to Randy Johnson and him trying to break the record of how many pitches you can throw before you end the game. Here he's only on the 38th pitch with his nice strikeout. See, now he's on 40 pitches, 0-2 count. And Christian Yelich is going to go down. That's 10 strikeouts. Yeah, that's kind of hard to pull off. I mean, you got to do the math on that. Johnny Damon doesn't want to do any math, so he's going to take the first pitch he sees just to pop it up to Sosa. That's it. We're headed to the bottom of the fifth. 8-0. This is definitely in mercy territory. Can we get it done? Can our guys add 2 more runs to end this mercy, to stop the bleeding here, just to end it, just get it over with? But no, Chipper Jones is going to hit out to his first baseman. And then on a 0-0 count, first pitch of his at bat, Carlos Santana was feeling good, and all he did was feel good about popping up to the third baseman. So now we can't get our PCI right. We're just hitting the ball. We're just swinging at anything. Here with Bryce Harper, I did try to take my time to get a setup, but unfortunately, I don't know why I was swinging at that if I was sitting there looking at pitches. So we're down and out of the inning. We're at the top of the 6th. 0-2 count to Beckencourt. Get him striking out. That's number 11 there. Randy Johnson is still under 50 pitches. That is ridiculous. But in the meanwhile, Albies no longer can, he cannot replicate the success he had to start the game off. Now we move forward to Trevor Story. And Trevor Story, it sounded good off the bat, but it is nothing but a fly out. There we are, end of the top of the 6th. Can we end this game with Sosa, Peterson, and Polanco coming up? Again, I haven't had great success with Polanco. Peterson has been a glitch. But here we go. Sosa up in a 2-2 count. And a beautiful shot. Sosa actually gets this one to scrape the top of the wall and go over. We are now 9-0. We just need 1 more run. Sosa, I like Sosa as a card. I need more practice with him. Jock Peterson is 2 for 2, 2 homers. Can he end it? He gets a perfect hit on it, but it's just a good grounder through the shift. He's on first base, no outs. Jack Leiter's still on the mound. My man is dedicated to using that card. And then unfortunately on a full count, he throws the perfect pitch that we were looking for. Polanco ends the game. Congratulations to this man for not running away. I do apologize again that the game set us up. And with that, we'd like to thank you guys for once again coming out to the ballpark to watch the game. We're trying to upload a little faster, and every time I say that, I go longer stretches of time before I do. So here's a quick look at the numbers. You can see here 6 innings. Johnson's got 12 strikeouts. That's pretty awesome. Here's a look at the rankings, and you can see I was at 450. I don't, that's very unfair to this gentleman to set him up with somebody like me. Even the records should keep that away. All right, on a side note, I played a second game after this, and just so you guys know, when I said in my earlier part of this video that Randy Johnson was getting liberated, that was me. I started taking, a couple shots of some adult beverages. So by the time I played this game, I was all over the place. As you can see here, I only had 6 hit with this team compared to what I just did to the other guy. But with that, don't drink and play. Get a designated player for yourself, and we look forward to seeing you guys back at the park in the next video.